This week's video is of a different format. Let's go back in time to see what was actually being discussed about vehicles of that age. Want to know which 59 car gives you the most dollar for dollar value? Let's see who Car Life, one of the best automotive magazines of the time, chooses to be the best car buy in the USA for 1959. What is a best buy? So often, the phrase has been used so often and so loosely in advertising that most of us have lost all conception of its meaning, in fact. We'd like to redefine it in terms of current U.S.-built family sedans. A Best Buy is a car providing all the transportation virtues, including room, comfort, safety, driving ease, and performance at a low cost. The Rambler 6 fits this Best Buy definition. It provides significantly lower costs and many superior design and performance characteristics. In choosing the Rambler 6 as an overall Best Buy on the basis outlined above, we anticipate loud protests from readers defending their higher-priced or higher-powered favorite. But remember that our Best Buy is selected on purely practical grounds, i.e., it should be the most satisfactory car which can be owned and operated at the lowest cost. However, a choice based on practicality is not governed by low cost alone. If it were, the Best Buy might be that rare bird, a clean, low-mileage used car, or even a tiny, underpowered and austere foreign car. We feel that a Best Buy must combine acceptable standards of comfort, performance, and appearance with proven superiority in operating economy. Rambler fits this pattern very closely. Let's see just how closely. First of all, it has a lower initial price, and on the basis of current figures, will retain a greater percent, age of its original cost, than any other car anywhere near its price. Today, according to figures compiled by the NADA Used Car Guide, a 1956 Rambler sedan is worth 51.6% of its original cost compared to 49.4% for a 56 Chevrolet, 46.9% for a 56 Ford, and 43% for a 56 Plymouth. The 1959 Rambler 6 four-door sedan costs $2,098. That is $21,500 in today's money. The Chevy 6 would be $200 more, Ford $175 more, Plymouth $185 more. The Olds 88 would run $800 more, and the Cadillac 62 Series would be $3,000 more. In 2024 money, the Cadillac would be $51,000. Styling. Styling is not a vital factor in providing safe, practical, and economical transportation, but it is an extremely important part of owner satisfaction. When the current Rambler appeared in 1956, it was like a new kid on the block, and its designers felt the need to call attention to the car with unique styling innovations such as headlights in the grille and the raised rib at the rear of the roof. With some fairly minor but well-planned changes, the Rambler has developed in just 3 years into one of the most attractive cars on the road. Its sweeping horizontal lines tend to emphasize length, so that the car seems to deny its compact size. It would borrow some styling cues from the Plymouth, which was considered one of the most attractive car designs of the time. Body design and construction. Most evident from the moment you slide into the car and slam the door is the solidity of the unit construction body. All panels and frame members are welded together into one integral unit to which engine, driveline, and suspension are attached. On the road, there is never a trace of annoying body shake or vibration, which is unfortunately present in every other U.S. automobile, except the closed body models of Lincoln, Continental, and Thunderbird, and, of course, other American Motors products. Excellent soundproofing and the entire unit body and frame structure is dipped in a tank of rust-proof chromate primer are additional pluses. Interior. The Rambler interior has excellent adjustability. Seats sit high and comfortable. Steering wheel location is natural. Excellent foot control placement, low vibration, doors open fully, 90 degrees. Complaints are the seats could use finer adjustability. Rear doors could use more room. On the road, Rambler proves amazingly responsive and maneuverable at moderate speeds. The steering is light and smooth due to a combination of light weight at 2,951 pounds and relatively small section tires. Combined with the short wheelbase, 108 inches, and small turning circle, 37 feet. Rambler's recirculating ball steering makes the car a whiz to park. However, under some road conditions with loads at higher speeds, the Rambler reacts a bit sluggishly to a sharply cut corner. And there's a shade too much understeer, making it necessary for the front wheels to be turned to a greater angle than normally would be required to follow a curve of constant radius. Under relaxed driving conditions at average speeds, however, the Rambler 6 responds crisply to a light touch on the wheel, and its rigidly located rear axle provides good directional stability on smooth pavement at high speeds. During cornering on rough rippled tar or washboard roads with just the driver in the car, the rear wheels will bounce off course and require steering correction, a turn slightly away from the direction of the curves. Under such conditions, the Rambler is not as precise in handling as, for example, a Plymouth, but it is more than satisfactory for all average driving requirements. Rambler's 4-coil springs are quite long and have a low rate on initial compression, so that the ride on rough surfaces is very good. However, on rolling, bumpy, blacktop surfaces, the shorter wheelbase Rambler is inclined to give a pitching, bobbing heel and toe ride when the rear seat and trunk are empty. With a medium to heavy load, say 4 or 5 adults and some luggage, the Rambler's ride evens out nicely and much of the pitching disappears. Rambler has smooth-acting, quiet brakes and will do little or no diving on severe application. More pedal pressure is required for quick stops from high speeds than with the average unassisted setup. Most Rambler owners will be able to do without power brakes, although they might be a good buy for those who have wagons and do a lot of hauling of heavier loads. From a performance standpoint, the Rambler's 127 horsepower 6-cylinder engine does a nice job with either the 3-speed torque converter automatic transmission or the 3-speed synchromesh. Our favorite transmission for the Rambler 6 is overdrive, which provides a rear axle ratio of 2.87 for fast, quiet, and economical cruising, with a 4.11 ratio for powerful, high-gear acceleration. The automatic transmission is smooth in action and gives a quiet cruising ratio of 3.31 to 1 in direct drive. The Rambler's engine is not modern in the sense that it has a short stroke in relation to the cylinder bore, so it will move its pistons further for each mile of traffic. However, its long stroke design, a feature it shares with Plymouth, Chevrolet, and Studebaker 6s, provides peak torque, i.e. turning power at the flywheel, at a remarkably low 1,600 RPM. At all speeds, the Rambler 6 engine is a well-balanced, smooth, and quiet-running power plant that only begins to get objectionably noisy at about 70 miles per hour with manual transmission. For mileage, expect 18 to 22 miles per gallon, and with overdrive, expect 19 to 27 miles per gallon with the Rambler. Rambler gets high marks in quality of manufacture. Paints are good and free from orange peel surface. Sheet metal panels are unrippled and unmarked, a sign of good manufacture and careful die work. Trim is generally well fitted and aligned both inside and out. Synthetic upholstery materials are of good quality, and cushions are well made. Doors are so tightly weather stripped and the body so well sealed that a window must sometimes be opened slightly to ease closing the door against trapped air. Heater and controls operate smoothly and effectively. Some improvements could be made in the design of instrument dials, larger and rounder, and heater controls, move to right and illuminate. But, all in all, most details are excellent. Rambler is a well-made, efficiently designed, comfortable car with outstanding structural strength and rigidity, smooth, quiet, economical operation, outstanding maneuverability in traffic and parking, satisfactory road ability, ride and handling, competitive performance, good operating economy, and very significantly low ownership cost, and in short, it's our choice for overall best buy among U.S. cars.